Hello again. I cannot help noticing that the situation with asylum seekers in this country seems to be deteriorating by the day. There were a number of developments yesterday alone, and I thought I might mention a few of them. In a hotel in Waltham Forest, where asylum seekers are housed, there have been several incidents where child abuse and rape have been alleged. One young man has been charged with sexually assaulting a child, and a man has been arrested for raping a boy. Meanwhile, the government is determined to send asylum seekers as far from London as they can possibly manage. The latest place to be so favoured is Stoke-on-Trent, where the local council have just failed in a High Court action to prevent the Home Office from taking over one of the oldest hotels in the city and using all 88 rooms to house asylum seekers. The centre of Stoke-on-Trent has lately become a pretty menacing place, with gangs of young Syrians, Albanians and Iraqis hanging around in shop doorways with nothing to do and no way of occupying themselves. Locals are starting to avoid the centre of the town because they feel uneasy there, and some people are saying that it's becoming a no-go zone. The diversity of Stoke-on-Trent these days is reflected in the news from the courts. Yesterday, for example, Milanos and Alexandrousius were sent to prison there for burglary. He had a string of previous convictions. They're seeing all sorts of unusual names now in the court reports, which indicates that they are feeling the full benefit these days of the diversity of the country. It's feared that this process will only accelerate once the hotel is full of illegal immigrants. Much was being made of the fact yesterday that some men were being transferred from the immigrant reception in Kent, taken to London, and found themselves without accommodation or food. But I honestly don't see that this is the responsibility of the British authorities. Really, it's enough that we haven't actually kicked them out of the country and returned them to France, which is perfectly safe and which these people chose to leave of their own accord. Instead of being grateful that we haven't hoofed them out of the country, though, they were complaining that the British taxpayers weren't providing them with full board and lodging in hotels that night. I think I see signs that this particular crisis is worsening, and perhaps it's about to reach a tipping point because it seems to be on the front page now of newspapers quite often. I wonder if this means that something is finally going to be done about it.